Do your frames stutter every single time you're playing Fortnite and your frames aren't even getting up to 240, 360 frames, but then you're watching the pros like Peterbot and Cooper and they're constantly on 360 frames and not once do their frames stutter? Boys, this is because they have tweaked their GPU in order to get maximum performance out of it. And boys, in this video I'll be sharing with you the best ultimate tips on how to get your GPU to its optimal standard. All I want you to do, boys, is if you could quickly drop a like down below and drop a subscribe. As per normal, I do say this in so many of my videos, but I paid so many PC tweakers to learn so much of this, and I'm just sharing it with you guys online for completely free. So make sure you do drop a sub as I make these tweaking videos every single time. And no matter what, boys, even leave it down in the comments, your frames by the end of this video, if you cop it all the way through, your frames will be 10 times better. As per normal, it will get more and more advanced, so make sure you stay tuned. Let's get into this first tweak. And boys, just before I get into my first tweak, just quickly, if you guys want zero ping, what I've been using, what Miro has been using is GearUp. I'll leave it in the description of my video. Make sure you do give this a go. It is a completely free trial to use this. It is so good. If you want your ping to be 0 or as low as possible, download GearUp. I'm just letting you know as it's such an underrated app. But the first thing that I want you guys to do is head over to the description as well and download the Nvidia app. If you don't want to download it from the description, it's completely fine. Just search in Google, literally search Nvidia app. This is how your GPU is going to be at its optimal speed. This is literally what the pros are using. This is Peterbot's tweaker. He taught me about this, and it is one thing that I want to teach you guys as well. It is so good. First thing that I want to show you is when you load up, head over to drivers and make sure you have the most optimal drivers. So as per normal, the newest one is most likely the most optimal. This one came out October 1st, and you might be thinking, Jinchi, why don't you have it downloaded? Boys, just like you guys watching this video, I've completely forgotten. I'm going to download this at the end of my video. Make sure you guys do as well. It will take a second. At some points your screen will also go black. That is completely fine. If that happens, you know it's working. But the first thing, head over to system, performance, and this is what we're looking for. Your statistics, GPU clock, GPU power, GPU temperature, all this and that. But the main thing I want to show you guys, automatic tuning. For you guys, if you've just downloaded this app, this will be off for you. Obviously, I've turned it on because I want this on. So what this is, basically, it overclocks your GPU, and you guys might be scared and worried, being like, Jinchi, what on earth are you getting me to do? This app will do it completely all for you. This is from Nvidia. This is their new software that they're bringing out to gamers, and I don't want you guys missing out. So all you have to do is head over to automatic tuning, turn it on. And when I tell you this will take such a long time, boys, this will take a long time. Leave it down in the comments how long it took for you. As for me, it took about 45 minutes. So of course you literally just have to stand there looking at your screen for 45 minutes. But what it does, GPU tuning 62 megahertz. So right here it went up 62, which you completely could have done without hurting your GPU. VRAM as well, plus 200 right there. It is genuinely so good. With this off, I get about 360 frames. With this on, I get 400 plus frames. As you can see, I have an RTX 2070. So if you guys have an RTX 2070, expect 400 plus frames. Let me know if this worked down for you guys as well. Another thing, temperature target, I have it set to 79 degrees. Some people say higher the GPU temperature, the better it does perform. In my opinion, that is completely up to your GPU. As for mine, the optimal place is 80. If you guys want, turning up to 82, 83, maybe even 77, just play around with this. Obviously, don't put it to the maximum or anything like that. Put it around here. Another thing as well, for me, fan speed, automatic or manual. For me, I have it on automatic, but let's quickly click onto manual and you can choose what you want your fan speed to be. If your fan speed is as fast as possible, of course your PC will be much cooler. In some situations, if your PC is cooler, it will be running so much smoother. In endgame, it will obviously be not as much strain, but for me, if I turn it up to 87, my PC is so loud, it is unbearable, and I'm sure this will be the same for you guys as well. So I literally genuinely have it on automatic, but I do recommend going in manual and just testing this all out for yourself, seeing which one you guys prefer. But for me, again, automatic. Voltage maximum percent, put that on 0, you don't want to mess with that, and power maximum always on 100%. That is the best one. But again, the main part is the automatic tuning. Make sure that is on. Boys, once we are done doing all of this, what I want you to do is just head over to graphics, find your Fortnite. For me, I only have a couple games. For you guys, it might be all the way down here. So for me, it's right here. And before you do anything, I need to let you know quickly, do not press this button again. Do not press the optimize button. This will make your PC so much worse. For example, if you optimize it, preview value recommended, it is saying to play our effects on high when we have it disabled. Another thing, for example, we play on performance mode, it says DirectX 12. Boys, do not do this, and do not mess with this bar as well. You don't want to press any of these. I just wanted to let you know this, as most people would go onto graphics and start messing with this and make their PC so much worse. Another big one that I've just seen, anti-aliasing, we have it obviously disabled. This says to have it on Nvidia DLSS, and that is so much input delay. Make sure you just go into Fortnite, everyone knows, just click onto the lowest settings, except obviously the view distance, and you need to have that on high. Make sure you do not press any of these. That wasn't a tweak, that was just me saving your time. That's literally it. Once we're done with this, we can close the Nvidia app. What I want you to do now is head over to the search bar, search game mode. Whilst we're on game mode, I want you guys mainly to have this on if you have a above average PC. If you don't have a good PC, boys, you need to be turning this off. I say this in so many of my videos because it is so much performance that this uses. If you have a good PC, your CPU can handle this bit of strain. If you have a bad PC, your CPU obviously as much strain as it already has on it, this will cause that bit more. It is not good for your PC at all. If you have a Ryzen 3 or a Ryzen 5, make sure you do head over and turn this off. For me, I can turn it on as I have a Ryzen 7, and of course if you're watching with a Ryzen 9, you're very lucky. That is such a good CPU. You can have this on as well. Once we're done with that, I'm not going to go through game bar and captures. You guys already know you have to have that off. Once we're done with that, you can close this up, and going on to our next tweak, I want you to be on your desktop, right click, Nvidia control panel. Again, if you don't have an Nvidia GPU, I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to do this. Whilst we're on here, adjust desktop size and position, and these are the 4 we're looking at. Boys, so many of you are in my comments always asking what on earth does these mean. Basically, I'll link them in order. So the best one you want to have is no scaling. The second best, full screen. Third best, aspect ratio. And the worst that you'd never want to pick in any situation, integrator scaling. If you guys are wondering, Jonshi, you just said no scaling is the best, why'd you have full screen? Because I play stretch resolution 1720 by 1080, if I have no scaling, I have black bars on the edges of my screen. But if you're playing 1920 by 1080, the normal resolution, if you guys are watching this, most likely you do have the normal resolution, play on no scaling. That is the one. I'm not going to be able to click it, as again, black bars will clear. But again, if you're playing stretch like me, full screen is just as good. Perform scaling on, GPU or display. Unless you have a 40 series GPU, click on this one. Obviously, causes strain on your GPU, but you will get more out of it. So if you have a very good GPU, click on GPU. But for me, I have a 20 series, I can click on display. Override the scaling mode set by games and programs, have that off, and obviously resolution, play wherever you want. Refresh rate, have the highest you possibly can. Won't really get into those two. Once we're done with this, I just wanted to quickly explain to you guys about this, as not many people do know about it. Once we're done with that, close that up, click on apply save changes. Obviously I'm going to click on no because I've not saved anything. But now we are done with that, boys. I want you to restart your PC. I want you to load up Fortnite, go into creative, and tell me how many frames you guys have now. It should be so much better, and your input lag should be 10 times better. Let me know if this worked for you down in the comments, and please do remember to leave a like and do subscribe. I'll bring so many more videos out further this week to make sure you guys have so much of an advantage over other players.